Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Kai, man. Peace, meaning positive energy always creates elevation. It's Rashad Jamal. It feel good to be in the studio, man. I always love music, you know what I'm saying? And I use music to teach. It's another way, another outlet for me to teach and help raise the frequency. So, you know, I'm just focused on this Jets right now, you know, just enjoying this shit, because we in the end game, you know, and the system crashing. So that means we rising, the Kundalini energy rising, we going back to nature. We rising as a body, a special group of individuals, that which we are, you know, gods and goddesses, aboriginal, the indigenous ones of the planet and the land. And what that means, we got to tear down all the falsifications that and the narratives that was planted out there by our oppressors. So that involves starting our own form of business. That involves having our own armies to protect our goddesses and our gods and our kids. That involves not moving within a law structure that was designed to hold us back. There's no way we could ever win in a system. You feel me? Because these laws were written by racist oppressors who killed our ancestors that had none but the deepest of hatred in their heart for them. So when I'm making music, this is a part of tearing down that old system. All this negative music out here. We don't really hear high frequency music no more to put us in a better position. On top of that, we don't even hear R&B no more like that. So that's why I wanted to do some R&B records on the album. And I was blessed to have a relationship with like a legend like Jase from Soul For Real. You know, Soul For Real was a legendary group. And you know, it just feels good to be able to, you know, be able to get, you know, my big brother on the record to come through. You know, I could have went and probably hit up other artists that got names and hit their management up, but I don't really want to deal too deep with the industry because of a lot of the vibrations that's in it and how they treat the artists and how they use these gods and goddesses and take their natural born gifts, which were designed to increase the frequency of the planet, and they use it to lower the frequency of the planet. So, you know, like, this album is something different, and the record we just cut this weekend, produced by Yondo, it's just something different featuring him. So, it's just a breath of fresh air, I believe, and I believe everybody gonna enjoy it. Like I said, I've been knowing Big Bro 10 plus years. Like, I remember back when I ain't had nobody to talk about this information with that the world listens to today. I had nobody to talk to about it. And Jase was one of the few people I could that really understood what I was talking about, that really didn't think I was crazy.
Shad always had a good head on his shoulders. On some real shit, the type of conversations you can have with some, he was able to have with me at a time of my growth, so. This ain't nothing new to the kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm mad proud of him, you know what I'm saying? On some real shit.
When I even first met him and tried to throw him on a record, like, shit, I was nobody. He didn't put out hit records before. Like, Candy Rain was one of the biggest records of the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he didn't treat me like that though. I ain't had no money in my pocket. He like, man, you ain't gotta pay me nothing. He just jumped on the record. Then I remember I was trying to do a show in Carolina. This back when I was paying for shows and stuff. This way back in like 2009, 2010. Like, this man Jase jumped in the van and rode with us all the way to North Carolina just to do the show. I had like I took my last $600, and I had my friend at the time rent a car. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the money went to like eating and gas. You know what I'm saying? And then I also had to pay the promoter like I think $150 or something to do the show. You know, because I didn't know the game. I didn't know how promoters beat these artists out their money and none of that. So, but long story short, man, you know, I took my little last bit of change and I hit him up like, hey, come do the show for me. I want you to I want to perform the song, then we record it, and I want you to do it with me. He ain't treat me like, oh, well, I done had hit records before. You ain't nobody. Fuck that. I didn't even pay him for the song, like the feature and none of that. You know what I'm saying? He came and hopped on the road, hopped in the van, went with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of artists won't do that. I don't care if they got hit records now or if they ever had a hit record, you hit them up, they not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So he a real man, you know, so shout out to, you know, him once again, Big Bro. And, you know, and shout out to Soul For Real. And, you know, shout out to everybody out here that's just trying to do something positive with their life and make a change in the world right now. We making changes. We not selling for nothing less, man. Below rich. Yeah, like,
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we should do that because, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, far as, like, the split sheets and all that, like, with this, I want you to write something on that. I think I'm going to have you and Jase write on this, so we going to have to split sheet that. So you have to let your manager know. You might get your manager on the phone right now, you know, for that record. This 7. 5 is just the background vocals you was telling me about. And I think 11, you could do background on that, too, but I'm still going to, like, give you full credit. So it would say featuring Jase and you see what I'm saying? And then, this is how the album sounded right now, just to give you
know what I'm saying? I like that.
Oh. You don't have that section though, for the first one.
I can hit him. I never hit him. Yeah, see, the shadow work is really like, that's why I put certain things on the record. Because the shadow work, like when I said it, like what I try to do, refrain from doing was getting too street on the album. You know what I'm saying? So that's why on the shadow work, I was able to throw a few lines on there because shadow work is really, you know, you facing the lower side of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that hook, like, my higher self told my lower self, know your worth. My lower self said, self, why the ignorant without, but like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And my higher self said, you never listen, and that's what hurt. And I'm talking back to my higher self, like, well, forgive me, I'm not perfect. We call that shadow work. I'm still working on myself.
I get it.
So that's when you said you was going to tune that up so that they could change, hear the difference in between the voices. There's two different conversations going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I say in 10th grade I shot, nigga. I try to speak about stuff that I wasn't proud of. Like, in 10th grade I shot niggas. Then my girl had the straps at her mama house and her mama and care. Gonna guess I sold her mama crack. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wasn't even trying to be too flashy with no metaphors. I was saying some real shit. That's actually, yeah, like everything on the album is like real. Yeah, that's why I'm like, man, and my mom, her mom ain't care long as I sold her crack for the dirt cheap. I'm from the dirt. This hurt her real deep. Like our uncle snuck and fucked on this real niece, right? So then even on the part when I'm like, and my mama raised me good, but they say it take a village. So it's that's me saying like, okay, this is why I end up going to the streets. This is how I end up still selling drugs and selling crack, even though I came out of a good Christian household. I ain't have to go to the streets, but I went to the streets because my mama was a single parent raising me. But it take a village though. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, that village wasn't there, so that's why I'm like, and mama raised me good, but they say it take a village. And shit, yeah, we gonna be alright, but right now we still healing. And we really is as a people. You know what I'm saying? Not just me personally. So it's like, that's what that line was all about. You know what I'm saying? The whole record is about the shadow work of not being scared to, you know, admit, you know, you got goddesses that they stripped before, or motherfuckers soldiers, and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know what we know now. You know what I'm saying? Any mistake we done never made.
Well, we didn't have this type of message on the record ever. You feel me? That's why.
You put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I just want people to be okay with the mistakes they made in their life. Like, that's a part of your shadow side. You got to walk with it hand in hand, you know?
That's what I say, you know? Keep going.
Oh, the real. I know Streets got him finna get hella footage off this.
Yeah, this nigga got so for real in here, bro. I'm still fucked up. I really seen Candy Rain, bro.
It's family, man.
That's crazy.
It's family. So like, this how the album sounded so far. This like the first record. And then I know God, you was trying to get a snippet of how the album feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't trick, everybody in University, we gonna give y'all the album for free. So you know, y'all family, y'all the cosmic family.
Your mama working through the hurt. Granny like you in the streets, but really you should be in church. Granny forgive me for living the way I shouldn't. Know you told me keep the faith, but the pain and the hate took it. I tried living straight, but somehow I remained crooked. Devil got me living dirty like pussy that need dushing. Not that same young man you was eating banana pudding. Not that same black baby you cushioned all in your bosom. Now it's pounds in that gas, no Reggie can't let them push him. One time just like branches, I'm laying in niggas' bushes. Beating all these cases, now we feel like the untouchables. Tried to box me in, but I ain't never been no lunchable. Never been no lunchable. Yeah, niggas wanna eat off me. It's funny cause then them same ones who ain't believing me. Cartier shades through the tents, people are peeping me. And every time she drive through, she treat me like an eatery. We gotta unite. R.I.P. to Sean Bell and Breonna Taylor. First Amendment gonna tapping all our conversations. We only had 500 years, now we awakened. I promise y'all to fuck with the last generation. If we say it's love, then you know it's love. I promise y'all to fuck with the last generation. If we say it's love, then you know it's love. I promise y'all to fuck with the last generation. They see all these diamonds, but they don't know where to tuck them. Got the money behind me, got the proof from the pudding. And when life hit us hard, nobody gave us a cushion. You my youngest again because I know that they looking.
At the border, I ain't feeling that. Kicked them off their land, built the wall, they call them immigrants.
Say that.
You say that shit.
Now when they call them what?
Immigrants, you feel me? I can feel they pain. Who said man don't cry? We know this ain't right. We gotta unite.
Trolling, they out here thinking we sweet, but pussy candy get stuck in your teeth.
Stole the land, yet they patrolling. They out here thinking we sweet, but pussy candy get stuck in your teeth. Real, you feel me?
Make a lot of people mad with that. They gonna be mad.
They gonna be mad at him.
They'll be Queen Elizabeth and they'll be Rothschild.
Nah, she gonna get mad. A lot of people gonna be woke. That's an anthem right
Yeah, you hear that second word? That's why I'm like, yeah, them crackers fed, so they like to call us criminals. But really, we some guys, though, Atlanteans, Seminoles, Lemurians, Cherokee, Aztec generals, pyramid builders, never been imbeciles. All white, foreign, Mike Jackson, smooth criminal. And ain't no subbing out, so we'll never do subliminals. Cause really, we indigenous, so that mean we don't give a shit. Glizzy on my hip for every single racist hypocrite who imitated us when really they the real immigrants. Can't win without us. Now they talk about us, Scottie Pippen shit.
That's gotta be enjoying.
That's how people be enjoying now.
Still up to his own trick. Still up to his own trick.
Still up to his own
Okay, he ain't said that about it, right?
Hey, that jungle, that's he went crazy on the engineering on that shit. He ain't even through with it though. That mix was crazy too. That was a rush. You talking about that old school screw? We threw that in there, right?
That's what you changed that to Scottie Pippen. You changed it to that Scottie Pippen part, ain't it?
Yeah, at the end, cause remember we had something else. We had slowed the thing.
Yeah, it want that Scottie Pippen shit. Yeah, that was hard.
What this is?
Yeah. Another day. A wise guy once told me every day above ground is a good day. You got a chance and a choice. Trying to choose wise.
My bad. Let me do it again.
You know what I'm saying? Then
You
once
let
they
it ride in the beginning for them to hear it.
Yeah, like when the backstory come out, like a lot of people know, but the people that don't know, but that when they find the backstory out to it, like, oh shit, it's really gone.
Yeah,
It's gonna hit different. Yeah, it hit different when you know a motherfucker just ain't rapping.
Yeah, it just ain't
Like,
making up no
this some
shit.
real life shit. Hold on, I think twice. Nah, that's what I got.
Like every time I'm watching the
19.
bro, I swear, bro. Like I feel all that, bro. Like every time you be doing the little meditation and stuff, I be on that. I'm telling you, like, man, oh my god, bro.
Man,
This
listen.
thing is crazy,
The
man.
fact that you 19, you represent, you the Blue Crystal babies, man. I appreciate you. You know, you the youth, but I respect you, man. You got an old soul, so ain't nothing young about you. You feel me? So I respect all the young guys and goddesses. Like shit, I can't do it without y'all. Just know everything I tell y'all, I'm a step for us. You feel me? Even if I gotta lead this bitch, you feel me? Like to be the example. You know what I'm saying? Or how we gotta stand up against these people for our land. You feel me?
That's how we going though.
That's how we going. Yeah. You gotta be 60 or better recording this motherfucker. Every time we come in, he be having to adjust it. Hey, what's up, man? How you be going crazy too, streets?
Oh, yeah, I
I
don't
been
play.
seeing you low key.
I don't play.
You low key, God. We gotta get it in. I'm like, meant to
times.
tell you that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I be liking your shit. I'm like, damn, God be
Yeah,
spitting.
that's what I was doing first. I told you I learned
Why
how
you
to do
stop?
this.
So you
Nah, I've
go-
been doing it. I learned how to do this. Trying to
you-
shoot my own shit. I ain't know I could get
And that
this
shit
good
up
at
and
it.
eat too to put more money back into your music.
Damn right.
But shit, you around everybody. Shit, you know me. You know your own connects. You got JP. You around everything. You around got all the connects.
Yeah.
Black women pray for their king. Somehow she ends up with a fling. Now that fling fucking her friend, and yeah, sometimes that's how it be. Drug dealers pray to the drug laws to bless them with a key, and an intellect who just wanna see y'all as people free. Now that's a black mom, single parent, tears hugging her cheek. Drug dealer stuck on the corner. He been there since '93. And that intellect I mentioned, well that intellect is me. Now that's 3 stories that I gotta tell over this beat. Hit me. Let me hear that back. That's the hook.
Boy, I almost fucked that recording up.
You fucking with it.
That motherfucker hard.
Her baby is the way. Me round.
This pain is all that we know. Oh, I ain't hear it. My bad.
I missed this 50 too, man. I ain't messed with a 50 since I had a cannon.
50 millimeter.
Hell yeah.
What's the difference?
Close and clean. That shit clean as hell.
Yes.
There's so many cameras in here right now.
This shit gonna look like 50K.
No, we need though.
I gotta fix
he said when they recorded Candy Rain, he said they worked on that song for 2 months. One record.
Not song work. The album Candy Rain was created in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Constant work every day for 2 months.
Every day.
Every studio.
How many hours you think the sessions was?
How many what?
How many hours you think them studio sessions was? 13, 14 hours. Y'all probably got 24 hours.
I about to say y'all probably was in there all day. Oh, I was thinking too. Niggas spending the night in that money.
No, cause I know like with singers, they gotta do so many runs and so much. Like it takes them longer to record a record than it do us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, cause they
so
gotta.
I can just imagine like the level he did it at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When them labels involved, they be assholes. I know they probably be coming in there hitting the button.
So at the same time, like back then, it was tape. You would actually have to cut the tape.
Oh. You had to actually cut the tape with a razor blade.
Yeah,
what tape?
You can't waste the tape. You can't waste the tape.
Like back in the day, they had, in the 90s, they would use the actual tape.
To record?
Yeah, like when it was actual tapes, he said they had to cut it. You know
What? So what cutting they do?
Like when you want to start your takeover, right? You gotta actually cut the actual tape. Like right now,
Oh,
you want to start
shit.
the cut over, he just hit the space bar.
When she fuck up, you know that?
Oh damn.
Actual tape, they had the actual cut.
Damn.
Crazy, ain't it?
Damn.
Now imagine in the 70s, shit.
What it was in the 70s? Tape?
They probably still use tape in the 70s.
What kind of tape? I mean, when you say tape,
Real to real.
so like a tape.
Like the
Like
actually they got the emoji on the phones. You know how they got the camera, the big camera? That's real to real tape that's on that camera.
oh, them 2 circles.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That's movie shit.
Movie shit.
That's movie shit, right?
Yeah.
What? The 2 circles?
Yeah.
Ain't no lean in here, ain't no walk in here. This is sweet tea and lemonade. Cause they done fucked it up. Anytime you see a cup, you gonna just know it's some walk in here or something. Like this ain't no Waukesha. Now this just some lemonade, just some organic, some little organic.